everyone. Happy Saturday. Last week I caught up with a very talented, multi-talented actress, creative, card maker. She's fabulous. Take a look at my interview with Steph Clift. So I've got a couple of questions if you're happy to go for it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Fab. So the first question I want to ask, so I know you're a busy bee with doing like lots of other things apart from theatre, but let's start with theatre. And where did it all begin for you? Where did your love of theatre come from?
Well, that's a really interesting question because I don't know if I've actually gone way back to think where that sprouted. I've got a mum who loves musicals.
Yeah.
Loves them, and she's actually got a really beautiful voice herself. So I think she'd like sing to me constantly.
Yeah.
And I started dancing first, actually.
Okay.
When I was 3. I've danced forever.
Aww.
And then through that I did I think mum thought it'd be funny and cute to let enter me in competitions. But then cut 2. So she probably entered me when I was about 5. And then cut to age 16 where I'm that's it. That's all I've ever done is competitions, and I'm doing 20 different dances in these things, and I'm going all over the country and competing in London. I don't think she planned for it to be that much commitment.
Yeah, I thought it was just a bit cute. I didn't think we'd get there.
Whoa.
What?
I didn't sign up, but it just kind of happened. And through dancing, you find other passions, don't you? Then sprouted off singing, and then realised I could sing when I was young, and then acting is something that I think comes after you've discovered you can sing. Because then what I then realised was the singers that I liked weren't the ones that could sing the biggest notes. They were the ones that could make you cry.
Yeah.
I was like, well, how are they doing that? And then obviously then you're like, oh, acting. And then acting's become now the biggest love for me, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Because the best dancers and the best singers are the best actors for me.
Yeah.
And when I'm watching a show, I don't care if you can scream ridiculously high notes. If I don't care about your character, then I don't care that you can do that. So yeah, I think it's all very natural. When I first went to watch Little Shop of Horrors with Sheridan Smith, and oh my god, that's when my obsession with her started. I think she was my first. Ask anyone at that time, they got all of that Sheridan Smith hardcore love, because I just absolutely fell in love with her. And then that's when Little Shop won. The fact that I was able to do that, and I got to do that show, is still madness to me because of the amount that I loved it. When I was 15, all of my friends at that time, when I then got the job, they were the friends that came out of the woodwork and were like, oh my god,
this is your role.
Yeah.
It's weird because that was my first big, only in a stage school thing, but that was my first big role as well.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Oh. And it was so funny because I was 13 and 12, 13, and I remember them saying drum roll please, this is what we're going to be doing, and we were all really into Annie and Oliver. We didn't really know Little Shop of Horrors, and the principal was we're doing Little Shop of Horrors, and everyone went, oh, what's that? What? And we all kind of went, oh. And I remember coming home and saying to my parents, I need to buy this DVD, I need to know what it is. And I sat there and I watched it, and I remember,
I need to know.
Oh my god. And I cried, and I was like, I need that part. Yeah, so that was my very first big thing. And I saw you in the show in New Wimbledon. That was when I was training in London at the time. Yeah. On actually to your training, you said that you went to Arts Ed. Tell me about your training. What was it like?
Oh wow, it was. I remember felt so lucky to get in, because that was another thing. I think so Chris Hocking, the principal of that school, he was an adjudicator for festivals and competitions, that I did. And I think he adjudicated me twice or 3 times. I think I was quite young the first time he adjudicated me, and the second time he came, I think I was about 14, and he pulled me over at the very end of one competition. And actually before that, I remember I loved ballet. I love ballet, but I was never, ever, ever going to be a ballerina. But
Yeah.
I've always danced from the heart. And I remember he put me, and it was like age 14, you get in, people have discovered what they want to be. So you are competing with the girls that are probably on their way to the Royal.
Yeah.
And me, who was very much on the way to singing songs. Not being a ballet dancer. But he put me third amongst all of these ballerinas, and like my face is a picture because I just went on for a laugh, really. Like I was just like, let's see how I get on. But I did really, really dance from the heart. And he put me third, and I remember he gave me, like, after that section, he was like, you weren't expecting that. I was like, have you seen the lineup? No.
Yeah. What?
He was like, but you gave us some magic. He was like, yes, her feet were more pointed, yes, her technique was better, but you made me feel something when you danced. And I'll never forget that. I'll never ever forget that. But anyway, at the end of that competition, he pulled me over and offered me a scholarship for Arts Ed Easter School.
Wow.
Which I went and did. And then that's when I fell in love with A, Arts Ed, and B, Chiswick, which is such a what's the word I'm looking for? Just put it this way, I lived there 7 years after I graduated, and my bank account has suffered. I'm so unrealistic. Like, Richard Curtis's idea of London, and I completely fell hook, line, and sinker. Like, now I've had to move southeast because, like, my bank account, like, needed it, and I'm just not as happy.
They're like, where's my fantasies gone?
Oh my god, yeah, I love Chiswick so much. So at age 14, I think, is where I was like hardcore Arts Ed fan. So then from aged 14 to 18, what's that? Work out the math. 4 years. Woo!
Quick math.
Wow, well done. Yeah, 4 years hardcore. Wanted to go to Arts Ed. So when I got in,
I bet you were chuffed.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I auditioned for Lane actually at age 16.
Did
And I
you?
got one of those Betty Lane like funding things, and I was very, very, very nearly on my way there. So nearly took it, and I don't know what happened. But that's probably the best decision I ever made, is not to go. And now that I look back, going at age 16, my God, you're a bubba, aren't you?
Oh my god, yeah.
You're a bubba. Like I'm such an advocate for waiting to go to at least 18. And the fact that you went at 21, I think, is actually even better.
Yeah.
But you're just not ready. You're not ready.
Next kind of question. We've kind of touched on it. Have you had a favourite role that you've played?
Yeah, I have. I don't actually know. I think that was I don't know if anything's going to top that. I really don't.
Yeah.
And it was a lovely tour. I think I could. Oh, I don't know. Do you know what my dream roles would be now? Would be like, be more like in a sitcom. That's my biggest dream now, is to finally break the TV world, which I've been trying. So it's such a different thing. You get a couple of little gigs, and I was lucky enough to get some of the gigs that I did. But to keep that ball rolling is really hard.
Yeah, that's what I when I kind of did the whole drama school thing, I was like, I really want to do TV, I really want to do film, but it's all it matters so much more, like your face, doesn't it? Your face fit in, and
because
so much
every interview
it's there.
Like
you're like, hello.
Yeah, I know.
And it's
very
also
quickly
different.
I was like, I want the kooky characters that are allowed to have lots of flaws, please.
Yeah, please. I'm able to laugh at myself. I can.
I'm surrounded by models. No, I'm getting a haircut.
No, thank you.
No, it's too much pressure. But I think the key with that is, like, my agent is just magic. Love her, and she believes in me so much. And when I have my wobbly moment, she's there. She's ready. Yeah. She's ready to just keep it going. And she's knocked on some cool doors, and she just keeps knocking. And I think that's really
keep plowing through. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really quiet for me last year, because I think we just made a decision. We were like, right, because I accidentally, so I'd started to get a bit more of a TV sort of CV, and then Little Shop of Horrors came up, and then I was like, oh no, let's have a quick detour. And
Yeah.
then after the Little Shop of Horrors, I did Wedding Singer, and then it started to look again quite like an MTCV. So I was like, right, let's
Go back.
let's go back. And it's just really hard. It was really, really hard year, and I got some really cool auditions and some really great feedback, and close but just not close enough. And it was a year of that last year, which is really hard. And then this year got to play something I really wanted, and it's been cancelled. Oh, that was such a shame. It was meant to be my opening night 2 nights ago.
Oh no.
I know, it's been properly cancelled because it's not something that they could really reschedule, because it was finishing in June anyway, and it's a play, and plays are the most magnificent things, but it's not like your Hairspray at the Royal Albert Hall, or like anything. It's not like that, like they're where you've got your big ass names in there.
Yeah.
More of an intimate affair, isn't it, with like the cultured people of Cheltenham. Like they that's where we were starting our tour, and it was just such a shame that had to be cancelled.
That sucks.
Never mind.
I know, that's the thing, isn't it? At the moment, we're all a bit up in the air with it.
Yeah, my industry have been affected so brutally.
Yeah.
So now that this has happened, it should be a bit of perspective to go, hang on, no, we really are all in the same boat. Like, doesn't matter whose name you might have heard of or not heard of, or we are now all just people riding this out together.
Yeah.
That's the time to really, I think, have that revelation.
And I think it's great for children, like really great for kids, because a lot of the kids that I work with and that I teach, you know, that you'll hear them talking at lunchtime and stuff about these YouTubers and, you know, these celebrities and like pop stars and stuff, and like they idolize these people. And I think it's really nice for them to see now, you know, even on social media and stuff, that they are at home. They are doing nothing.
They're doing exactly the same as you.
Exactly. And I
quite
think
like at the minute.
Yeah, me too. I really like that, because you say it's the kids all the time. They're just people. You know, they've just been very fortunate to get where they've got. Like, it doesn't mean that, you know, that they're any different.
At their unrealistic life on Instagram, and right now they're like, oh, they're sat on a sofa. Oh, so am I.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that although it is a bit of a bizarre, and you know, you wouldn't wish it on anyone, and you know, you can't wait for it to be over, but it does bring things into perspective a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And I think there's definitely positives to take from this whole travesty. Like there are some, if you look really hard, there are some positives.
Definitely. Yeah. I want to talk to you now about Scribbles by Steph. Tell me about it. That's so cute.
No! I love it. It's just such a good, and for me, I was obviously, when you're an actor, you're constantly trying to find something else as well that just goes quite nicely alongside it, and I have tried so many different things. The amount of Instagram pages I have is really so comical. So like a little while ago it was like makeup and hair and stuff, which is like amazing. I've got a friend who's still doing that and she's brilliant. But for me it felt like a whole new career.
Right.
Which didn't feel right, because I'm so not ready to have a new career at all. I just, you know, want something that I'm also passionate about. Now, finding my little doodles and scribbles, and it's something that fits so perfectly with acting, because it's still so creative.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's something that just, even when I'm on tour, when I was going on tour, my plan was to like tour an extra little case with all my pens and all my scribbles, and do that. Like, I can do that wherever, and it doesn't. Yeah. I'm not relying on anybody. It's just me. A bit of paper.
It's something you can pick up and put down as well, can't you?
Yeah, and it's gone so well, and especially over Christmas. I was overwhelmed with people that were wanting my scribbles, because obviously you get them customized and you can have them. It's like so personal to you and your family, and I'll draw a little mini version of you, and like so, and then on Christmas Day I was getting tagged in all these posts of like my framed artwork, which was weird and amazing that people were opening something that I'd drawn on Christmas Day. It's so cool.
It's brilliant. I love them. I do. I sent my cards off to my friends, so they should be getting them any day now. And yeah, they're just so lovely. It's really nice to actually find something else that you're passionate about that doesn't take away from your job.
And at the minute I'm working on a kid's book, which is really exciting. with a friend of mine, and we're just going to try and see what happens there. I mean, my God, is it hard? It's really hard. And actually, just to let you know, I didn't know I could draw like 8 months ago.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, but I've always been arty, and like art was always like a strong point at school.
Yeah.
So many other things weren't, but art was.
Oh my God, I was exactly the same. I was that kid. I was like, art, music, drama, do not give me anything else.
I know, I really struggled, but yeah. So I've always been arty.
Yeah.
And always got an arts and crafts book on the go. But yeah, and I feel like I've really found a style now. I found my little thing. You can tell which one, like my scribbles, I guess.
And I think that's perfect. That's what you need. You need your little niche. You need your little selling point, and you need people to go, I know that artist. I know whose work that is.
Yeah, and I had a wobbly moment the other day when I was doing this kids book, and I said to Sam, I was like, are these good enough? And then he sent me back some of Quentin Blake's work and was like, look, this dude right here
Do you know what?
Pretty great career.
Yeah.
And they're just scribbled, but they're amazing, and they're so distinctive, and they're so expressionate to him, and they're just, I don't know, so I was like, okay, cool, right. Yeah,
and also, like, art is so personal, isn't it? It's very much, that's where it really ties into that creativity, like music and, you know, drama, theatre, anything like that. It's very personal. What somebody thinks, oh my God, that sounds amazing, or that looks amazing, somebody else goes, really? You know, like, it is a very personal thing. Lots of people will love it, lots of people won't go for it, lots of people, you know, so
it's definitely niche, isn't it? Like,
yeah, definitely.
And I'm just really grateful that people.
Oh, it's lush. It's so. Do you know what? Particularly at this time, like, it does make you smile because it's so, like, joyful and colourful.
I'm trying to do really relatable ones as well, for like just fun ones for, you know, right now, and I call it my COVID collection. I'm not sure it's but I have got all these cards out now that are for specifically this time that we're going through. Got a couple more out come in, and they're just gonna be some fight. Wow, fun. I was gonna go for fun, light-hearted, but you got fight. Fun, light-hearted, you know, bits of posts that you can send to loved ones.
Great.
And I think that's needed actually in a minute. Just go old-fashioned, write in the cards, post through a letter box. And I just think that's, you know.
I think there's nothing nicer than knowing that somebody else is thinking about you by getting a little card or a parcel.
I don't know about you, but when I receive any sort of post, my day is better.
Well, when I got yours and it had all, like, the little stickers and everything,
that was so intentional. Yeah, I try and I make it the happiest post you're gonna receive.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, and I knew that obviously it was from somebody, because it's not got that corporate, like, label or anything. It's got all that, like, decorative, and I was like, oh, what is this? And I was racking my brain. I was like, I don't know who would have sent me, you know. I was like,
yeah.
I did. I was, yeah, it does. It makes you smile. And, like, a couple of my friends still live in London, and, you know, I know that it's been really tough for everybody. So we've sent, like, little care packages to one another, and it's so nice.
Oh, God, that's adorable.
Do you know what? Like, just getting.
Me and my friends aren't that good. We're lucky if we remember each other's birthdays.
That's brilliant.
All on the same vibes, it's fine.
Do you know what? That's it. Yeah, I have got a couple of friends like that. You know, you just message once a year to make sure they're still alive.
Yeah. And that's what your friends do, and that's great. You both.
But
know.
you know that. You know, it's fine. Yeah. You know, that everyone always goes, oh, you must be so good friends with them. That they're always liking your stuff and commenting on all your stuff. And I'm like, pretty much only speak to them once a year. And kind of. Oh, I want to ask you a fun one. Easter is fast approaching. What chocolate egg would you like the Easter Bunny to bring you?
Okay, so this is so easy for me. I'm obsessed with white chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Milky Bar is just Easter sorted, Advent calendar at Christmas sorted. Like, just get me white chocolate and I'll be yours. Like, I'm buzzing about it.
Got it.
Saying that though, I mean, we need to get those orders in, don't we? Because I've definitely not got any Easter eggs in the house right now.
I'm pretty good. I've done okay. I've got a couple. I've got a couple in for everybody.
Oh, well done.
Bizarre question. If you could enter the Olympics, what sport or discipline would you choose?
I don't ever had to think about that in life. Ever. What I choose. okay, so I'm obsessed with the gymnasts.
Oh my God, aren't they incredible?
But I couldn't do a single thing. But like, if you could grant me with some powers as well to
That's
like
what you
be
want to
able
be able
to
to do.
participate, yeah, I'd love to be a pretty, yeah,
Pretty epic
gymnast
gymnast.
flipper. Yeah.
And I think my last question is, I don't know how we'll be able to go about this, but I know we're all in limbo at the moment. What's next for you? Do you know what's next?
I've got no clue. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know. I think this is going to affect our industry for a little while.
Yeah, me too.
I do think. How we get back from this, I think they will. We absolutely will, but I don't know. Because now everyone's out of work. So, like, where before some people were out of work and then some people went out for auditions, everyone's in the same boat. They're all going to be starting from scratch. So I think it's going to be quite some time. I don't know. I've got no clue what's going to happen. Praying for a miracle.
Yeah.
Praying for a miracle. I'm grateful that we can still do self-tapes because I was doing quite a lot of those anyway before all of this happened. And luckily, you know, you can still do that from home. So hopefully some self-tapes will come through. Gutted that I lost that play. I'd love to be able to do another play. I was like, with my agent, I was like, still keep it on the CV though, okay?
It's still going on because I got the role.
Yeah, I got a role.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got no clue, but at the minute I'm focusing on some, like, you know, stuff that's within my power, and that at the minute in my scribbles. So I'm just trying to churn out this cute little children's book,
Wow.
and you know, try and generate something with that, and then I still have all my commissions, because birthdays aren't stopping.
Yeah,
so
that's the thing.
Cards,
here is where you plug it.
I'm your gal.
You got to do it. Yeah, that's the thing.
So just still trying to stay busy there, I think. And actually, I was, you know, using the tour as well to really commit to my scribbles because I was going to have my daytimes free again. Yeah. So, okay, the tour slipped through the net, but I now have all the time in the world to commit to my scribbles. So I'm just trying to get that going.
Yeah.
But yes, that's going to be me for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
In my pink bedroom.
I love it. I do love it.
I love
it's
it.
Fabulous.
I'm not even going to pretend that I don't. I'm not even going to give you like, oh my god, yeah, this is like childhood me. No, this is very much.
It's childhood you, but still you.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Brilliant.
But yeah.
Thanks so much for talking to me today.
Thank you for doing this. I think this is lovely. Really lovely idea.
Thanks. Well, hopefully it does a little bit of good, and even if just to make people smile, and we've had a nice chat.
I've had such a nice time. Thank you.
It's all right. Yeah, it's been
nice
brilliant.
Chat. I know. It's nice to talk to people other than my mum and my dogs. And my
I know. I love my family. But yeah.
But yeah, we're not doing anything. We're not achieving anything in the day, so there's not much to talk about other than the Rona, which I'm like, oh, turn the news off because we're isolating. We're not leaving the house. We're doing all that we can do.
Yeah, we don't.
Let's not pollute our minds anymore because it's so sad, and
it is. Yeah,
really, really, really serious, hard time, isn't it? So you've got to try and make light any way you can.
Definitely. Yeah. Fabulous. Well, you've been a star, and this will go up on my channel next Saturday. So in between on my channel, I know it's hilarious.
I love it.
I say it and I'm like, oh, it doesn't sound right.
No, it does though. It's something that you've created. That's your productivity through this time, and I think it's wonderful. Kudos to you, gal.
Wow, you're a star. Thanks so much. Take care.
Dan, now, are we actually going, or are you just stopping recording? I'm like, I don't want to leave you yet. No, but let's go. Let's go now and not leave you like, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I wasn't getting that memo at all. Okay.
Bye, lovely.
Like, bye. Going now. Bye, bye,
Thank you. Bye, darling.
Bye. Bye, bye.
I just want to take the time to thank you all so much for liking my videos, commenting, sharing and subscribing. We really want to help share a smile. And to my guests, I've had so many amazing guests on already. but it's not going to stop. It might be Easter weekend, but on Wednesday I'm bringing you another brilliant video. I had the amazing opportunity to chat with Simon Bailey, a fantastic actor who's done so many amazing productions, so many brilliant tours, and he's fantastic. So make sure you tune in next Wednesday to see my interview with Simon. Take care, have a lovely weekend. I'm going to say it because I always say it. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Have a fantastic one. Happy Easter, everybody. Stay safe.